What is up, guys? Charles from Team COG coming at you guys here with a Crusadia combo video. Thanks to Eternity Code, which we have yet to get, but I thought I'd just go ahead and get the combos out there. We are receiving some pretty indirect support in the ways of like Paralytic Seed and Gravedigger's Trap Hole. And of course in here, guys, I have proxied Gravedigger's Trap Hole is Vendread Reorigin, and also by the black cards here, Paralytic Seed is the black cards. So with that being said, the combos just pretty much allow us to play through Nibiru. Well, actually not even play through it, because previous to losing Azathoth, that's what we had to do. We had to push through the Nibiru, but now we have the ability to stop the Nibiru. So I'm going to show you two combos. And then when we get the cards, I'll show you the one card Foreman Skipper combo. That's just a single self-contained combo with just one card. But without further ado, this two-card combo, it just pretty much allows you, one card just allows you to put out a negate under 5 summons to stop Nibiru, and the next one just kind of like allows you, it's on their 7th summon, but like it's not like enough to commit, if that makes sense. Like they're just, you only have like 2 or 3 monsters, not even that, but 3 monsters on the field, and it's not really at the point to where the perfect time to Nibiru in the combo because of the certain extenders and everything that we play. But all these combos are going to pretty much revolve around this card right here, Foreman Skipper. Some of you guys, I don't know if you guys remember this guy, but this guy was around like in Orcus days. Like, you reveal Galatea, then it's just another, it's a normal symbol Orcus. And I really wasn't even going to play it in here. I thought about just not playing it, but it's such a self-contained combo, and this guy just allows so much more consistency and so much more versatility, that I do believe like this guy is, and it allows consistency because now instead of playing like the 12, I believe, the 12 Crusadia names, we're now playing 15. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and jump into this. So this combo here is essentially Foreman Skipper plus any extender, which can also be like any Crusadia or Ranru if you really need it to be. It could also be, I am still choosing to play one World Legacy World Crown, just because I like the negation, and also because he's just really good. The only thing, he's not an starter, so he's an extender. So now that we play more starters, we can justify playing him in here because he is in fact an extender, and that's exactly what Foreman Skipper needs. So do keep in mind, I do like World Legacy World Crown in the deck. It's probably one of my favorite World Legacy cards, and that's probably the reason I'm still playing it, is because technically this is a World Legacy deck. But enough on Crown, we're here for Foreman Skipper, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this 2-card combo, and we'll just go ahead and jump into it. So essentially what you do is you have 2 cards, and this is going to be able to put up to stop the rock under the 7th summon, which some of you guys are going to be like, well, Nibiru can drop down your 5th summon, but they want to rock you when like you're like not expecting, like when you've committed to enough resources, and at this point the combo is not particularly smart unless you see what's coming and you just want to go ahead and rock, in which case then they've wasted the rock, and you'll have like the extenders, because at this point in the combo you still have 3 cards left in your hand, which may or may not be extenders. You never know in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! But without further ado, we'll go ahead and we'll normal summon Foreman Skipper. Use Skipper's effect to reveal oh no, do not reveal, surprise, reveal Spatha. You reveal Spatha, essentially he becomes Spatha. You then link this off into Crusadia Magus, triggering the Foreman Skipper's effect. You will then grab yourself the Paralytic Seed and add it to your hand. Once you have the Paralytic Seed, you then special summon any of your extenders to Maximus, or Magus is a Link Arrow, triggering the Magus to potentially add you Draco. The only part about this is the fact that the combo is, there's like no particular way to protect the Magus, so like if you don't open a dragon, it's not looking too good. However, there are ways like we could potentially play through that. So assuming they ashed us here, we didn't get to Draco, we could use the Exceed to make Dugaris to potentially draw into a Draco or a Ranru. Just all depending, really. But then we link here into Crusadia Spatha. On the Crusadia Spatha summon, we trigger the Paralytic Seed effect, which essentially, for you guys who don't know, this card just says that whenever you link summon, you can special summon this to a zone it points to. When it's special summoned, and it's treated as a level 4, and when it's special summoned, you can summon another copy of itself from the deck, and that copy is treated, if it's special summoned by its own effect, it becomes level 4. So special here, then its effect will special summon out another copy of itself. So if you guys don't know, we're on 1, 2, 3, 4, and this would be our 5th summon right here, and this is our 6th. So then we go all the way over here to the far corner, and then we plop down Trap Tricks Reflasia. There we go. So you guys can see. So now Trap Tricks Reflasia is live, and now if our opponent goes, okay, let's attempt to rock you, you have the Trap Tricks Reflasia effect to send the Gravedigger's Trap Hole, which of course, like I said, is being proxied by Vendread Reorigin. Gravedigger's Trap Hole pretty much just says that if your opponent activates a card or effect that's being banished in the hand, there's like a third effect. I think in the grave, you negate that and then burn your opponent for 2,000. So if they try to rock us, we just detach here, and then we send the Trap Hole card to the graveyard, and then we negate the Nibriu, or, believe it or not, or the Ash Blossom that they might have. So then essentially you just kind of play out through your combos. The only thing, and this is where I'm going to highlight, the only bad thing about this is normally, if without Form and Skipper, the combo, you're always going to be able to add back Maximus, and on like normal combo strings without having Form and Skipper, because you have to normal summon Maximus. This card is a card that can be summoned from your hand via its own effect, but since we've already used it, it's just kind of it's another card that we can put back for the Skull Dread. So it's not awful, but you don't get like to use the full utility out of it. Sometimes if you don't open a Crusadia and you open Ranru, you just have to add back the Magius, which makes like, not too good hands, but, and then you go like here, and then of course like all the way through, guys, even if they don't have the rock and you don't have like Call by the Grave, you go here to Elpie, effect a Spatha to move Elpie. They go Ash Blossom, you go Chain, Reflasia, detach, Sin, you stop the Ash Blossom, continue on with your plays. So that's pretty much it for the 2-card combo. We'll go ahead and kind of go with, well, excuse me, that's it for the Form and Skipper combo. Like I said, Form and Skipper has a self-creating combo, in the sense of Form and Skipper, along with the new card coming out, which is Scripton, I believe. You just pretty much do the same thing that you just did. I know I said I wasn't going to show you guys, but I'm just going to kind of touch base with it. I don't have the card proxy or anything to show you. You do the similar thing you do. You reveal Spatha, link off the Skipper, go into Magius, and then this guy lets you search the Scriptron. Scriptron just allows you to banish a Cyverse monster to special summon itself, so then you just banish this, summon it to the zone that Magius points to, and get the search for the Draco. So it's essentially a 1-card combo that just allows you to get, without any Crusadias and extenders, it's a self-contained combo, which is really powerful for the deck. So now, the next combo we have is essentially any Crusadia plus Parallel Exceed, and that's just really good. So you go ahead and normal summon Maximus, or any Crusadia that you open. Maximus is just my favorite. Link off here to Magius, you then reveal Parallel Exceed, special it, make chain 2, chain 1. You're going to go ahead and summon out your other Parallel Exceed, and you're going ahead and grab your Draco. Now, arguably, if you have another extender in your hand, let's go ahead and you have another extender in your hand. I should have already said it's a 3-card combo, but you have another extender in your hand. On your 3rd summon, you're able to splat down the Trap Tricks Reflasia, special the other extender, and then continue on with your play under the 5 summons, so they can't even rock you now, even if they wanted to rock you. However, do take note that since we are Showcase and Parallel Exceed, if you did not have the other extender, what you can do is you're like open to 2 different play routes here. You can go here and overlay and make Dugaris. Dugaris can dig you for the waterfront if you need to. Dugaris is just pretty powerful, like I said, in general. Worst case scenario, like even if you know what you're playing against, say you're playing against Salamangreat or a trap-based deck, you can pretty much go ahead and link this right here off into Lingkribo, and then move building your board over here with the Spatha, and then continue on. It just really depends what your hand is, and like we're always going to be subjectable to the rock. That's the bad thing, though. It's no matter what happens, we're always going to be open to the rock. But it's just like I said, like as long as we have another extender in our hand, the combo gets even more intricate and better, just because having the ability to put Reflasia over here in this corner, and then being able to use the extender to combo off and go into the Guard Dragon plays. However, like I said, guys, if you guys don't have the extender, there's different plays that we can do. Like if you remove the Arborea here, Dugaris is still pretty powerful. Dugaris actually, believe it or not, say you don't get hit, say you get hit with a hand trap like Droll, and now you can't search. you just have the ability to use Dugaris to bring back the Maximus to, you know, just do almost anything you'd really like. You have the ability to do double battle damage, which that won't come up. However, going second, that potentially can come up because the Exceed can come out, summon Dugaris. You can use Dugaris to increase Ecomax's attack, doubling it, and then he already does double battle damage thanks to Crusadia Maximus. So, but right now, yeah, guys, Trap Tricks with Flasia is just probably one of the best cards that now that we have access to. It does introduce playing another brick in the deck, which of course is the not the Vendread Origin, the Gravedigger's Trap Hole. So essentially now I've cut and adjusted the list that now you're essentially playing two bricks in the deck, this card and Crusadia Crawler. Depending on playtesting and how it goes, you might actually want to bump this card up to 2 just to ensure that Rafflesia is always live. And if Rafflesia is always live and can negate hand traps, we can potentially get to Skull Dread and then correct our hands, which is really what we kind of want to do. However, I don't know yet. It might very well be similar to the Rocket idea. It just, in testing, it'll see how much I open this card, and yeah. But guys, that is it for the combos. Stay tuned. Once we finally get Eternity Code, I will go through and do like a full test time video and showcase you guys like the full power and like the full capabilities that Paralytic Seed and 4-Minute Skipper add. A lot of people are curious. Like I said, you can even abuse 4-Minute Skipper later on in the combo by using Skull Dread to summon it. Then you reveal Pisty, which I've already cut Pisty because I'm playing under the assumption that we're going to get the Red Eyes Errata soon. You can go ahead and play it if you want. That's just how I'm doing it. It's always up to a personal preference. But you can potentially reveal the Pisty, summon Pisty, and then continue into a second Skull Dread if you need to push that far. But yeah, it's just pretty solid. I think it's a perfect addition for the deck, and I think having the additional normal summon, or not really the additional normal summon, the additional starter card, which is really important because the deck truly only ever bricked when it never saw Crusadia, and pretty much we added 3 more copies of a way to see Crusadia. But thank you guys so much for watching. This is Charles from Team COG signing out.